Here we go. We're ready. Okay, everyone.
We're live, you know.
Yeah, we're going round and round in circle. Welcome to another edition of Not Insurance Questions Podcast. It's actually Insurance Questions Podcast Live. Coffee Talk. The September 6th edition, 2024. I'm looking at 11:03 Central Time, and everybody's here today. I'm here, Sassy Sarah's here, Donnie Lowe's here. And remember, all the comments and statements by Eddie Buffalo, Sassy Sarah, and Donnie Lowe are surely for entertainment purposes.
Surely for or solely for?
Don't call me Shirley.
Surely you don't mean that.
Yeah.
Sassy Sarah.
We're waiting on you, girl.
Oh, like, share, subscribe, follow, do all the things on all the socials. Everybody's on social media. But bug Eddie because he really, really, really loves it.
Yeah, hit that fan mail button and let all that fan mail go to Eddie. TikTokers do the same thing. He loves responding to your texts and messages and all that stuff.
Going back to TikTok, Don, because yesterday we were trying to mess around with TikTok and we couldn't go live. Because of the number of subscribers that I have, I can go live for 60 seconds. So I can do like live TikToks on that. But according to Tyler, our creator, he looked into it and we have to hit 10,000 likes on TikTok before we can go on doing live shows. So TikTokers, look for Eddie Buffalo.
TikTok.
Just like that, huh? Just like that.
So we are all a family. I mean, like Donnie's the dad. Sarah's the sassy sister. I'm the brother that what's he going to say next? Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Hold on. I will say it's great that you didn't say I was the mom. I like being the sister.
Oh, no. We got enough supervision with Donnie Lowe. You know?
It's tough. It's tough to rein you both in.
So we just started talking about something. The reason I talked about them being a family is that you hear people and it's like, oh, I'll use Sarah's thing. Bless your heart. So we send financial things to each other, crazy things and things like that. And Sarah sent me something on Elon Musk yesterday. And she's, WTF, wow the face. That's what that stands for, right, Sarah? That's what that stands for, right?
Well, so hold on. So I like to read on my phone. I was sitting at a football game. I'm not a big sports person. I'll watch it. And they did great, by the way. But anyways, I'm looking at it and I'm just skimming it. And I was talking about how Elon Musk bought Stanford University and he was going to just keep the engineering department to make AI.
Crazy.
Where you can plug it into your computer stuff. And it mentioned, plug into your Next. Now, obviously, it's 50-50 shot with Elon Musk because of how much he's trying to do, whether that's accurate or not. I'm thinking Terminator. I'm thinking Matrix. All the movies have pre-programmed us that that's eventually going to be a possibility. And with Neuralink, and I'm just like, what the F? Yeah. So my thing was I hadn't done any research. I just sent it to him and I'm like, I don't even know how accurate this is. We're just going to have to look into it. But what is going on?
Oh, what do you mean how accurate it is? You send it to me and I start reading it. And the first sentence is, this is a satirical piece.
I didn't read the first sentence. I said I was just glancing.
So that just goes you, Sarah. How many people didn't read that? And like, oh my God, look what Elon Musk is doing now.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. Bless his heart.
Stanford University.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, but Ian's doing good in football. I talked to you yesterday. He's got to try a little bit harder. He's, going to get there, but he's young. Everybody's got to start somewhere. Someday I'm going to grow up and be able to be a big boy podcaster. Someday. Maybe.
Someday.
So I wanted to get on this right away because I hurried up home quick from the gym because I got a text from my apartment complex. What do you think it said, Sarah?
Your pool is closed or the internet is crashed.
Oh, worse.
Water's being shut off.
Yes, again.
Oh my God.
I swear to God, every time I turn around, something's turned off here. And I think it's because one of my neighbors, they had like a leak and they've been working on it. So I just figured it out. But I had water. I'm clean. See? I smell good. And I have to leave to put my laundry in the dryer, just so you know, Sarah, because it wouldn't be a podcast show without me doing that. But the reason I'm telling you this is I'm starving. So this is going to turn into a little bit of everything because, you know, and Don, you're going to be upset with me, but I don't like Pop-Tarts flavor. I like the generic flavor.
Really?
My favorite of all time. So this is, I bought this at Walmart, but I'm sure you can buy it anywhere.
No, is that the Good Value brand?
Great Value. You were so close.
Great Value. That is a Walmart private label brand.
Let's see if their instructions are any different, Don.
It'll be interesting.
Toaster instruction: set toaster oven. I bet you that'd be good. To lightest heat setting, remove pastry from pouch. Insert pastry. I always got to take it out of the pouch, Don. Remember that. Insert pastry into cool toaster or toaster oven. So what if you have multiple people that want Pop-Tart? Only one person can get a toasted Pop-Tart?
Just one at a time.
A 10 toaster or toaster oven while heating. Do not allow children to operate toasting device without supervision. After warming pastry, allow pastry to cool briefly. Remove pastry carefully from toasting appliance. Their instructions are kind of boring, but kind of scary too. It's like, Don, you want a toasted Pop-Tart? You're the only one that's going to get it today.
Well, so here's the thing, and I'm going to remind you of this. And I mainly am saying it because I had to explain it to my kids. Warning labels are used because there's someone who did the things they're saying, don't do it. And did you know who makes the Great Value brand of Pop-Tarts?
No, I have no idea.
Sara Lee, and I'm going to probably butcher this name, Conagra. I
just saw a YouTube thing about Sara Lee. Like the original name is some like awful name that I've never heard of before. It just is this real long name, like conglomerate, blah, 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 blah. So, Don, the microwave instructions are kind of similar to the other ones.
3 seconds.
Pouch. Oh, you got to take it out of the pouch, Don. I know you have problems with that.
I know.
Place on a microwave-safe plate or paper towel. Oh, by the way, I broke 2 dishes yesterday, Sarah. I was just destructive yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that.
Mm-hmm. Microwave on high for 3 seconds. We all know that didn't work. We tried that, Don. And I got like a brand new microwave. Allow pastry to cool briefly before handling. Since microwave ovens may vary in power, you may need to adjust your cooking time. Well, I like that because it didn't say that on the Pop-Tart days. 3 seconds. That's it. That's all you do. But there's a caution warning on on their instructions. Caution. And big like escalator. Yeah, Eskimo. No, it's exclamation. I didn't even have hearts. I'm all hyper. If the pastry is overheated, the frosting / filling can become extremely hot and could cause burns. Do not leave toasting appliances unattended during heating due to possible risk of fire.
Ooh.
I'm burning up for your love. So let's see. We always like reading the nutrition, Don.
All right, how many grams of sugar?
Believe it or not, the calories is the same as the sundae. You know how you spell 64? It, Sunday, Don. You know, like that.
No, yeah, correct.
Yeah. Calories 380, and this is for 2. Total fat 9%. 12% of it is fat. Cholesterol, and once again, did you know that none of the Pop-Tarts that we've tasted yet, Sarah, have cholesterol in them? None. Huh. I never knew that.
Well, the viewers, if you're watching this live, you got to see the facial expression on Sarah's like, huh.
You know,
350 milligrams of salt.
Everybody go on Roku just for Sarah's faces.
I think I got to go run around the block after I eat this. 66 grams of carbs, Dietary fiber, 1 gram, so it won't make you poop too much, Don. How many sugars? What did we say last time, Don? How many grams do you think?
The Sunday one, I think, was 64, wasn't it?
This one's 38 grams of fat. So for a 76% of sugar in this Pop-Tart.
Wow.
I don't care. They're flipping delicious. Right. Ready for the tasting? I wonder what I'm like. Oh, there is stuff written on these, Don. Cinnamon brown sugar. See, now, if Pop-Tart put the name on it, I could keep on getting rid of the boxes like I normally do. But no. All
They
right.
must have changed that. Cinnamon brown sugar. That's an awesome one.
I know, right? So, Don, what do we usually worry about when we look at the Pop-Tarts first?
The coverage of the frosting.
It's frosting cover.
Oh, I was going to mention the reason Pop-Tarts do not have cholesterol in them is because they're using soybean and palm oil instead of eggs. So that does make a lot of sense.
Why are they killing Paul the palm tree? That's crap. That really sucks.
That's a fair amount of frosting.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad for generic Pop-Tarts. Can we say that? Yes.
I guess.
Now, the way I enjoy eating these, I start with the less frosted area. I start with that bad boy.
Right in the corner.
Make them up. Delicious as always. And gonna give it a 10, Don.
Wow. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Did
We gave pumpkin an 11, didn't we?
I think we gave one a 13 or 14, didn't we?
I don't remember.
I think it was the ice cream sundae one.
Yeah, I know. I think that was 11 because I was thinking the whole Spinal Tap thing, Don.
So are you eating that at room temperature or cold from the refrigerator?
Out of the fridge.
Okay.
So, Sarah, there's a football game on tonight. Did you know that? Because now that you're a football mom.
No.
The Philadelphia Eagles are the home team, and the Green Bay Packers are the away team, and they're playing in Brazil.
That's interesting.
And if you went to that football game, they would not let you in the stadium, Sarah.
Uh-oh.
Why is that?
You know why, right, Don?
No.
She's wearing green. They do not allow green in that stadium because it's like bad luck.
Really?
So my question, NFL, which I do enjoy the NFL, why would you get two teams that have green in their name, Green Bay Packers, and the Philadelphia Eagles, they also wear green. It's like, okay, like screw you guys. We're bringing in two teams that wear green. What are you going to do? So I'm wondering, are they going to wear like black and white uniforms now?
They might.
I don't get it.
That's crazy. I never knew that. Green. They don't like green. But yeah, that is insane. But you know what? Money talks. Money talks. NFL's got deep pockets.
Now, the reason I wanted to do the show today is, well, number one, to aggravate Sarah like I normally do.
Yeah, what's new?
And number two, Don was sending me some exciting thing, and she's actually a friend of the show. She always usually posts our stuff on her site to her followers, too. And that would be the young lady by the name of Jessica Pagula. Why don't you fill in, if people don't know, who that is, Don?
Jessica Pagula is on the tennis circuit, and she's currently ranked number 6, I believe it is, in the world.
Awesome.
So which is fantastic. And she won her match last night, and is
beat the number 1 seed, right?
That was Wednesday.
Which is number 2?
No, so she's playing number 2 for the finals tomorrow for the championship of the U.S. Open, which is played in Flushing Meadows, which is in New York, Queens, New York.
Forest Hills.
Right, the old Forest Hills, which ironically, when you take the train to get to it, On one side of the tracks is the U.S. Open venue, and the opposite side of the tracks is Citi Field, which is where the New York Mets play baseball.
I actually spent a summer in Forest Hills in 1985.
Oh,
I spent
really?
the whole month of July there, staying with friends, and it was a really cool experience. From somebody from a small city of Buffalo, New York, and
Yeah.
getting the New York City experience, it was just it was something to do as a young person.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful. So, so Jessica Pegula is playing in the finals tomorrow, and she's got a lot of Buffalo connections. It's almost like who doesn't,
Who's her mom and dad?
Yeah, so her mom and dad, Terry and Kim Pegula, they actually purchased the Buffalo Sabres about 10 years ago. No, a little bit longer maybe. And they purchased the Buffalo Bills. So they own both the Bills and the Sabres.
Hey, Google girl, when did they buy the Sabres and the Buffalo Bills? Oh, never mind. I have Gemini now on my phone, and it's telling me right now.
Oh, look at that.
They bought the Buffalo Sabres in 2011, Don.
Okay.
And
And
Buffalo
2014 is for the Bills. You're not going to take my Googling away.
I didn't take it. It just did it on its own.
And in 2011, they bought the Sabres for $189 million.
I said that.
And 2014, yeah, but we're talking to you because
But-
they're more important.
And this
2014 is $1.4 billion.
That's right.
This team always gets slighted. When they bought the Sabres, they also got another team with it. You know what I'm talking about now?
They got two other teams. They got the the world champion Buffalo Bandits, the major indoor soccer.
Did you see this, Sarah?
No?
And they purchased the Rochester Americans, which is the farm team for the Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, that bling bling.
Awesome.
I got this last year when they beat the Colorado Avalanche 13-4 for the championship.
Not the Avalanche.
So
Is it the Avalanche?
not the Avalanche, Mammoth. I'm sorry, I'm thinking hockey.
Yeah.
But on this side of the ring, I know it might be hard for everybody to see, but it lists the 5 world championships the Buffalo Bandits won in 92, 93, 96, 08, and 23. But this past season, they won again for their second straight championship.
Yes.
So that's 6 championships for the Buffalo Bandits. And I just want one for the Bills or the Sabres.
That's true.
I know when I would get everything, like I got this shirt from Berkey Sportwear on Abbott Road. Stop in, see Berkey. He's got bad attitude, but he's got good prices. And where was I going with this? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Train left the station. Woo woo! But I wear my Buffalo Bills shirt because our Buffalo Bills start this Sunday. They're at home against the Cardinals.
Yes. The Cardinals of Arizona, formerly of St. Louis.
And you said it's going to be kind of cool in Buffalo that day, high 60. It's good football weather, man.
Yeah, it is. I think they originally was supposed to rain, but I think they changed that. So hopefully it won't rain.
So let's go with the picks, Dan. Who are you picking?
It's going to be a very tough match.
You can use the point spread too if you want.
Sabalenka is ranked number 2. Pegula's ranked number 6. I hate to say it, Sabalenka might win the match tomorrow. So,
I'm going for Jessica.
I want to.
Make sure you text me so I know when that's on. Do you know when it's on?
I'm not sure what time. I'll have to double check. It might be
Let's see who's faster, Gemini or Sarah.
Gemini. Sorry, Sarah.
What's the question?
What time is tomorrow's women's finals at the U.S. Open on? Oh, you're typing it or talking to it?
I'm not doing anything. I forgot where it's at. I got to put it on my front page of my screen, I think. That was unbelievable that it popped up like that.
It says to be determined.
The time?
That's weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, no, wait.
When
Now
does
it's
Jessica
4 p.m. Eastern time.
4 p.m.
when does
That's
Jessica
according to
Pegula
the
play in the
NBC.
championship tomorrow?
That's according to the NBC Washington.
They totally
TV
destroyed this
website.
girl's name on Gemini. They spelled it with a K. Popkula. So Sarah won. You beat the computer, Sarah.
There you go.
Yeah. It's funny. My son has the voice activated on his phone so he can ask questions. And his phone after football was in the trunk because it was with his gear. And I had him look up stuff on my phone. And he's like, you need to turn it on where you can just talk to it. No, it does not need to respond to my voice. Like, I am okay using old school methods to Google search.
How funny. You're saying Google's old school.
No, I mean typing.
That's pretty funny, though.
No. Typing, not the whole voice recording. Because I'm like, look, I already know they're listening to us on our phones and the computer and Alexa and everything else. But I don't need to give them more things to like steal from me.
I know. I took typing at Bishop Timon from Tiger Dan Driscoll, which he knew my uncle, so every time he'd walk down the aisle, he'd hit me in the back of the head. Maybe that's what happened to me. I don't know.
It's one of the reasons.
Did you take a typing class, Don, in high school?
No, it was not offered, unfortunately.
How about you, Sarah? Did you take a typing class or a keyboarding class?
No, it wasn't really typing. It was a computer class, but we did a lot of typing. But I also was the weirdo. I had a typewriter, the old school with the ribbon, and I played with that all the time. So I am a weirdo. I did it on my own, and I had a computer class in high school.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. It's
All
funny.
right,
I tell my kids all the time when they're like, why aren't you normal? I didn't raise you to be normal because I'm not normal. It's okay. Like, just accept you're going to be different and weird. And eventually one day you will be liked by other adults because they're like, that's really interesting. Nobody does that. Like, one day you'll find your niche of people to be with. Just saying.
Has that day come yet?
I'm still looking. I'm looking for some fun people to do a podcast with.
Yeah, good for you. Good
Sure.
luck.
You know what? You should come to the Gather.
Did you just say,
Monday.
sir? Did
I
you
did.
just say, sir?
So the Gather on Monday is doing their monthly bingo night. So
I heard that's fun. They give away good prizes.
I actually bought tickets because I kept forgetting about it. So Donnie,
Give Daryl a talk about that.
You're gonna have to come to McKinney. It's the first Monday of every month, but since last Monday was Labor Day, it's going to be this Monday. And what they do is you purchase tickets to go to bingo, but all the money goes to a nonprofit. Cool. The guy doesn't charge them to rent the space because it's an event planning. They host weddings there, all these different things. It's really awesome in downtown McKinney. And he'll present them with a check and like, here you go. Like, he has such a good serving heart. It's amazing.
That's
but you get to have fun. So
because my old office was right across the street from it. It was great.
Everybody knows the Buffalo guy. So
okay. So Don or Sarah, start the timer. Okay, I'm gonna go change my laundry. I want to see who gets closer to the time. Don, what's your guess? How long it's going to take me to do it, Don? Put it in the dryer. 10 minutes.
No, I said 4.5.
What do you got, Sarah? You going to take the over or the under?
You're just getting it from the dryer. Now, are you going to walk normally?
No, I'm putting it in the dryer.
Right, but are you going to run there and back?
You ever see me run any place? It's got to be somebody with a knife or a gun chasing me for me to walk.
I would say 4.5 minutes.
Well, that's close to Don's. Why don't you just go over or under? So you take an under. What did you say, Don? 4:45.
Well, no, I said 4.5. I said 4.5.
I thought you said 4, and I was like, "Oh,
that's it all the time." Did you understand?
5. I'll say 5.
All right. Okay, tell me. Are you gonna say on your mark to check out?
1,
ready, set,
2, 3.
go.
You guys should have went a lot higher because I'm slow.
Now he's gonna
So that
change
means
it.
I'm going to win just because,
I know.
Okay, I'm walking up the door now. I'll be back.
Yeah, you should have been out the door already.
I know I'm not.
Hurry up!
and then he's going to sit there and talk for like 50 minutes.
I know. So do you watch like tennis? Did you follow it at all? No.
No, my son wanted to get into tennis. I'm looking at places that he can play to see if he likes it. We have a lot of leagues here, especially with homeschooling, it's easier. But it's just because now he's in 7th grade. It's no longer, oh yeah, you join and you just play and learn it. It's you need to be very competitive. You need to have experience. It's a tournament.
Yeah, but he should not do it for that. Just do it to see if he likes it. Does
Yeah.
he have any friends that play tennis?
No.
All
No, the league that he's in with football has other sports, and I was going to put him into baseball in the spring. They've already held tryouts. I'm like, it's not even the end of the fall. Like, it's not even until winter time, and so that one's going to take a little bit more planning. But they also have ultimate frisbee, which we have the people, they throw the frisbees in the little baskets.
Yeah. That's like
frisbee
can jam,
golf.
right?
Well, I don't know, but we call it, I've heard of it called frisbee golf.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's what we thought it was. But apparently, I found out yesterday, it is literally people running down the football field with frisbees. And if you catch the frisbee, you can't move and you have to throw it to the next player. And we're like, hey, you like football? Let's do that. So we'll see. I'm going to reach out to see if he can test it out and see if he likes it. Another one I heard is lacrosse. He might like that because he has a stick he gets to wave around and run
That
up
was
and down
what
the field.
the team that Ed was talking about, the Buffalo Bandits, lacrosse.
Yeah. I was looking at possibly seeing if he can test that out to see if he likes it. So we'll see.
For the tennis, I mean, if you can just get some used rackets, buy a can of tennis balls for $4, $3-4. Let them go out there and hit balls with a friend. Just see if they like to hit the back and forth.
Oh no, he does that. The problem is usually the friend is me, and I don't want to run up and down the court. I used to make the joke when I was a teenager: if there's not a dog chasing me, I'm not going to run. Or if it's like
what
an
Ed just said.
emergency. Yeah. I used to say that all the time as a kid. Now, granted, if there was a dog chasing me, if I had something to beat the crap out of that dog to where I wouldn't be attacked, I would do that.
You better be careful.
No, you know the dogs who want to attack you, not just some random dog that comes up to you. There's a difference. Don't everybody on social media don't go crazy. Don't mean dog abuse. I mean stopping an attack of a dog.
Here come the emails.
I know.
And the texts.
I know. So controversial.
Don't stop the timer. I forgot my phone to start the app.
Oh my God.
I would have made good time though, wouldn't I?
Donnie, you were at 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, so we're going to restart it.
I think he left. I will restart it.
Bless his heart.
Oh.
Yeah, anyways.
Sir, bless your heart.
I actually had that only one time, like a dog. I thought he was sweet. He was acting all sweet, and I went to go pet him, and then he all got defensive and started growling. I just had to wave like an umbrella towards him because as I was walking, he was following me. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do this. And so I did that, and he just went back to his front yard, and I left. There wasn't an issue. But usually if you make yourself bigger, you can avoid some, depends on the situation. But anyways.
Did you open the umbrella and make the umbrella bigger?
No. I was just like waving it up in the air, like, get away from me. So I didn't even go towards the dog with it because he wasn't even that aggressive. It was just more of, so before I went into accounting, I was looking at going into veterinary medicine. So it was one of those, I knew he wasn't going to viciously attack me. It was just more of a, hey, I was going to smell you. You seem nice, but you crossed the line to now this is my property and I'm going to defend it type of stance.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm just like, it's cool if you just want to growl, just don't follow me, because you follow me, my back is turned, you're going to try to attack me. That's not going to turn out pretty.
So if you would have gone into veterinary services, would it be, it's kind of tying back to the incident that you had with your dog. Would it be natural remedies for the dogs, or?
So 50-50. I like the homeopathic natural, because I think you can do a lot of things with herbs. I do it with our family too, not those kind of herbs, but like
clarify.
Yeah, like mint or rosemary, or you can use chamomile, because you have chamomile tea to help calm you down. I used to make my own before COVID soaps and bath bombs and teas, and I would use like herbs and clays for colorants and fragrances and essential oils to make it as natural as possible. And I would
wait till I sit in my chair. I probably would have had a good time, wouldn't I?
Kind of do the same thing with the pets if I went into that field, but there's a lot of also science and research that's gone into medicine. So I wouldn't turn my back 100% on medicine. If my kid is
What was my time, Sarah?
Well,
it was the first time or the second time?
Both.
Okay, so 3:35 the first time and 2:26 the second time.
Hey, guys, can you guys see the comments from YouTube?
No.
Guess who it is? Tyler, our creator.
Awesome.
He said 37 seconds. Wrong. Hey, I'm actually going to be in McKinney tomorrow, Sarah, if you want to meet up.
What am I doing tomorrow? I think I actually have open time.
So I'm meeting Jane and the kiddos for lunch tomorrow.
Nice. Cool.
Awesome. Yeah, so just let me know when you're in. I have a thing at night. Aiden's football team.
Oh, I'm going to be done way early. No. I mean, that's literally, I think that's all I have besides work. I got to work. I got to catch up on stuff. Training people takes so much of my time that I have to work nights and weekends to make sure that my clients are taken care of. So what was my time?
Until they're up to speed. They're great people. It's just one of those of like, can't wait till they're up to speed. They'll get there quickly. It's only been 2 weeks, so
it'll transition nice.
yes.
Sarah, what were my times? What were my laundry times?
I
Sherry
just
told
you.
I didn't hear you. I was busy
Don't
looking
talk
at.
about me.
I was busy looking at Tyler. Squirrel.
He's like a million times worse. Okay, hold on. Focus. 3:35 is the first time.
Oh, that's
2:25
long.
is the second.
Okay.
So you were almost 6 minutes. So I win.
So I would like to tell everybody that that's the first time that's ever happened. You know how many times I forget my phone to start the app? A lot.
A lot.
And you're gonna love this, Sarah, because we are both Texans. We both live in Texas, and you've lived in apartments before, right?
Yeah. I didn't like them. I didn't stay in them long.
I don't mind it. I really don't mind. I kind of like where I'm at. And but what's funny is that the laundry room, it's always crazy hot because, there's no air conditioning in the laundry room because it's a separate building. So somebody kept on leaving the window open. And what do you think they did?
What?
Bolted it closed. Like when I first moved in, like, can you picture my apartment where I have the two windows on the side of the doors when I'm coming in, Sarah?
Uh-huh.
You don't remember, that's okay.
I'll say yeah.
So the one, like this one right here, I would have a nice cross breeze when I opened up the back, because I have sliding glass doors behind there. And I tried to do it, and it won't stay up. It's just like, shoot! I'm surprised it didn't break the first time, So the other one that's over there that you're not going to get a cross breed works fine,
Of course.
So the guy comes up, and I go, yeah, I'm having trouble with this. He goes, oh, I got this. I'll get this fixed for you. He bolted that shut, too.
He bolted it shut?
Yes! Can't even use this thing.
Why would he bolt it?
I don't know. That must be their the way they operate here, I guess.
Maybe he's scared that you're going to jump out the window.
To what? It's the outside of my apartment. There's nothing I can jump out of. So, whatever. So, like I said, that's what I was talking about. Buffalo Bill stuff, Berkey Sportwear on Abbott Road. It's got a lot of good stuff, a lot of good price, and a bad attitude. So, he's usually got really cool stuff. And I know the one shirt I'm saving for, I'm going to go to the Bill's Backers Bar in Frisco, Texas. The Hideaway.
How far is that from you?
That's not Hideaway. That's the old Snooker. I forget what it's called now. Oh, it's a good hour away from me now. I mean, when I lived in Prosper, it was like 15 minutes, But I want your predictions on the Bills, Donnie. What are you thinking?
I have no idea what the line is or anything.
5.5. 5.5 Buffalo.
I was just going to say I'll take the Bills by 6 points.
I'm going to take the Bills to win, but I think the Cardinals are going to win with the point spread.
Oh, really?
I think they're going to cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to be a really close game. And, even going by like the game last night, I don't know if you watched any of it at all, but they went back and forth all night. And the game came down to a guy having too big of a toe. Because that's how much was, out of bounds.
And I heard about that.
Mm-hmm. So
crazy.
It was an exciting game. I think in solidarity we should all wear green like Sarah to watch the game tonight. Just to say, screw off.
Right? That sounds like something you would want to do.
Of course.
I know, right?
Of course.
So, well, I think we talked about a lot of good stuff today. Not really, Whoever thought that we'd have a popular podcast that people are watching us talk about Pop-Tarts. Watch me how long it takes me to change my laundry. See, I'm embracing that stuff now because you guys would always give me a hard time about it. It just seems like, I'm stuck in my ways. I only did it today because I don't feel like doing it tomorrow because I'm, going to see the kids.
Of course.
Yes. But are you guys going to see Beetlejuice? Are you going to take Aiden to see Beetlejuice, Sarah, this weekend?
No, I'm going to let other people review it because I want to make sure it's not a waste. Like the first one, I enjoyed it. I don't want the second one to be a crapshoot. So I want to.
They said it's pretty good.
Yeah, the reviews so far have been pretty good.
So let me ask you guys something. I think that's something we've talked about before. But Michael Keaton would only agree to come back into the role of Beetlejuice on one condition, that he had the same amount of screen time or just a tiny bit more than the first movie. How many minutes was he in the first Beetlejuice movie? He's the character, the main character, right? How many minutes do you think he was in it?
Well, disclosure, I remember this conversation, and I know the answer, so I'll defer.
I think she's looking it up on Google because she's doing something.
I am having some fires that I'm putting out with clients. So
oh, nice.
I am trying to listen. I'm trying to see if my ADHD will allow me to do this and focus without.
Did it, Sarah? Did it?
So what's your answer then?
They did not work, apparently.
14 minutes.
14 minutes all he was in the movie.
No, the Michael. Yeah. So you mentioned that the last live we did. So yeah.
Really?
Well, it was a few.
Like we kind of equated it to Bruce the Shark.
Yes, I think that's what we.
That
did.
never worked on Jaws.
Do you know
I think
what?
it made it a little bit scarier that you didn't see the shark until the end of the movie. You know.
Do you know what Michael Keaton's real name is?
Let me see.
No.
Don't
Joe
look it
Smith.
up.
Joe Smith.
You looked it up.
I didn't. I really didn't.
Michael Douglas.
Really, and probably because of the other Michael Douglas, he changed his name.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So did he steal Keaton from Buster Keaton?
I'm not sure. It sounds like he would, but I don't know for sure.
I mean, because Donnie's been around long enough where he used to go to silent movies in his 30s.
Yeah. Do you know who Buster Keaton is, Sarah?
Don't look it up.
She doesn't. Oh, wow. Man.
I saw another interesting thing talking about old stuff, Don, that we watched when we were kids. Did you know that the Three Stooges never knew how popular they were?
Yes, I read something about
the
that.
studios were like, you guys are doing okay. I don't know if we're going to do another film. And then they're making poop load of money for the studio.
Yeah, and not for them.
And like they didn't end up like they did their last film in 1959, and they didn't know that they were popular until 1956.
Isn't that crazy?
Like 20 years later, you know.
I know.
So we only have 2 or 3 people that watch our show, so there's no money for sponsorship. Just so you know, guys. Only 2 people watch our shows now. We have really low numbers.
Hold on. I was going to mention it's funny because we're starting to watch older movies now. Because Aiden likes to, me and him will watch movies on the weekends. Time
out. What do you consider an old movie, Sarah?
I know.
Let's start with
hold on. I'm getting there. So, for example, we were watching the newer stuff. There's a lot of kissing or sexual scenes, and he's 12. He's like, that one that's gross because I'm sitting next to my mom, and 2 that's just gross because that's gross. And then so we'll look at the trailers, and he'll see the wordage, and it's like
the wordage.
Well, like when it says sexual content, drugs, alcohol, it gives you that warning at the top.
Yeah, but
the comments of Sassy Sarah are hard to understand sometimes.
No, so when we go to like the hold on.
Look at how he's being snobby, Don. I'm on your side. I'm telling him to shut up, Sarah. So go ahead.
Well, it's like this is the 5th time I'm trying to say it. When you go and start playing a movie, it will show you the rating. Underneath the rating, it will give you why it has that rating. So the wordage. We've been watching like 14 plus, 16 plus, and it goes into that where it says, hey, sexual content, drinking, foul language. And some movies, it gives you that warning and it's not so bad. Others, it gives you a warning and we turn it off because it's not needed for a movie. I think if it's a good plot, you don't need to. Anyways, that's different. But we watched this older movie from the 90s called, I think it was Dark Man, where he gets severely burned with acid and he regenerates with the skin where he makes it and he starts attacking the people who attacked him. And he enjoyed it because they said it had sexual content and they leaned in for a kiss and then they woke up in the bed. You didn't see anything in between. And I was like, yeah, that's how they did it back in the day. They let your mind do all the filling in. And he's like,
they did a sequel too, Sarah. You guys can look for this weekend. Dark Man 2. Shocker.
Did you ever see does Aiden watch the Batman movies?
We are going to get into those. I haven't started that yet.
Well, that's the one with Jack Nicholson.
The last one.
Well, the one with Jack Nicholson.
Is this the Michael Keaton?
Yes. It's kind of goofy, but it explains why the Joker is the way the Joker is.
Is the Joker? Yeah.
Is one of the things, yeah. Although I think the Dark Knight is the best Joker. With
I
Keith.
never got really big
with,
into the Batman
Roger.
movies or the comic book movies. I'm having to watch them now because of my son. They're not bad. It's kind of like sports. I never went out to go watch those kind of movies.
Mm.
So
So Don, do you think I would get in trouble if I asked Sarah if she liked chick flicks? Think we get bad calls again on that?
Yes.
I used to when I was younger, and then I actually had tried watching them the past year or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? This is a lot of drama. My life has enough. I don't need to watch it in the film. Usually I stick with horror or action movies so that I don't have to think much. The more things blow up or someone is brutally murdered in a movie, I mean, wait, I take that back. That might get cut off because of just what I said. But.
Did you ever watch The Beast from like Baytown Road, something like that?
No.
It's about this monster that's been around for 100 years that has been attacking people in Wisconsin. I never heard of it.
Wisconsin.
And the special effects were not great. They weren't great at all. No.
What
It lasted
year
10
was
minutes.
Oh,
I
it
can
has
You found it?
Idris Elba. I always feel like I'm going to butcher his name wrong.
What's the exact name of that, Sarah? I couldn't remember.
Well, one came up that says Beast. I don't know if it's the same thing.
Based on Bray Road or something
No,
like that.
wait, this is something different. I'm going to have to watch that one because that does look
I was going to say, I'm shocked Idris Elba was even doing movies back then when this thing was made. Because all the stars are from the 70s now.
This
The
is
one
like
chick
a
was,
newer movie.
excuse me, I said chick again. Send your letters. I'm sorry. I apologize. Some young woman.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
Some young woman was driving a like 72 or 73 Pontiac. And I'm like, oh, cool car, from back in the day.
Le Mans?
And the thing slashed her face. And it was like, oh my God, the special effects were just horrible.
Okay, so here's the thing: is the Bray Road Beast is all
That's
that I
it.
can find.
That's the one.
It's Wisconsin.
That's what he said.
That's what I said.
Okay, I was thinking you said Maryland. I'm like, Maryland?
No, he did say Wisconsin.
Okay.
And she says, I don't listen, right? So don't watch it. It's not good. No. And then I'm like, hey, since you showed me this crap movie, let me show you something that was shot in Buffalo. And the only reason I remembered it at all because I was at the gym one day and a kid had a shirt on from this movie. Don, do you remember in early 2000s they shot that movie on the east side called Poultrygeist?
Poultrygeist?
Look that up, Sarah.
No, I do not remember.
Poultrygeist.
Was
And
it
the kid had a T-shirt from the movie. I'm like, dude, I know the people that made that movie.
Was that a Vince Gallo movie?
No, this is really bad, Roger Corman-ish type movie. Special effects were just the worst, you know.
Really? No, I never.
But it was shot in an old restaurant on the east side on Genesee. I think on Fillmore.
Oh wow!
Did you find it yet, Sarah?
No, I didn't Google it.
Oh, you Google everything else.
I do because everything else sounds interesting.
Okay, I want to see your face when you. I want to see your face when you look at Poultrygeist's cover.
Poultry.
WTF, Sarah Juan's face. Poultrygeist.
You mean Poultrygeist, the movie?
Poultry. I don't know how it's spelled. Don usually hollers at me for my spelling, so maybe.
Well, are you
maybe
saying
the professor should show you.
Okay, if you give me a second to respond instead of over talking me, maybe you would hear my question and this would go faster. Do you mean Poltergeist, the movie with the little kid or it is something completely different named similar? Okay.
Like chicken?
Okay, I found it. Night of the Chicken Dead.
You want to watch this, don't you, Sarah?
I want to watch it just because of the stupid name. And hold on, I'm going to share my screen.
Okay, go ahead.
You got to make sure that you give the access. Hold on, screen.
Do I?
I'm trying to find the right screen.
Don't you hate that?
Well, and I have 3, so.
Oh,
Okay,
it's up there. I see it.
you gotta accept it. There we go.
Uh,
Tell me that does not
God.
look like a horrible movie, but you want to watch it because the cover looks awesome. And look,
And that's what the T-shirt was the kid was wearing.
really?
And they turned the O into an egg. Like, yes, I cannot wait.
Oh, I love it.
So the
Human.
premise of
The other
Hold
white
on, hold on,
meat.
hold on,
Is
hold
that-
on, hold on. For the ones who are listening, humans, the other white meat, unless you're. Oh God!
Aren't you glad I shared this with you, Sarah?
Oh my God! When was this made? Because
I don't
Oh
know.
my
When
God.
did it say?
I never
Oh,
heard
I'm
of
gonna
it.
look on IMDb.
2006. So
Yeah,
it's
early
politi-
2000. That was close.
It is politically incorrect. You need to look at it, and it's going to be. We'll see. We'll see if it's fun.
So the premise
Oh,
of the
there's a
movie,
trailer.
Sarah, is that
Hold
a
on.
chicken restaurant was built on an old Indian burial ground. Excuse me,
Hold on, I'm-
indigenous person burial ground.
I
Kind
am
of like the Bill
watching.
Stadium.
I'm
I
watching
didn't
the
even look at
trailer.
that.
Hold on a second.
Are you watching the trailer?
I'm watching the trailer. Oh
Let's
yes,
just watch your face.
this is gonna be a horrible.
Do you want to share the screen and show the trailer to our friends?
So I mean we can.
Go ahead.
I don't
Go ahead.
know how appropriate it's gonna be. Or it's gonna, I mean,
Is there
it's
anything
all-
really appropriate we do on these shows? Come on now.
Okay, so I'm gonna reshare, and there is a. I want to make sure you can hear the sound. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let's share it. Okay, start away.
Can you hear the sound?
No, not really.
That's all right. You're getting the gist of it, though.
Trauma Hawk Tribe.
Oh, look at that old T-bird. You see that, Don?
Yeah.
Beaks and claws. Delicious. Was that sandwich alive? Look at the monsters. Oh, my God.
They're humans turning into chickens.
I know what Sarah's going to be looking for to watch this weekend. And it's like every rabbi and priest in this thing I've seen so far. Did you notice that?
Oh my God!
Gross. Oh, don't open that box. What's in the box? Oh. I feel like we're doing Mystery Science Theater 3000 when we're doing commentary on bad stuff.
I stopped it. I mean, it's very horrible. I will watch it this weekend.
That's way better than that.
But because you guys are not able to hear it, they are singing through this whole thing, and it's a horrible song of it's very cheesy, goes with the movie. It is great music.
Whoa, so is the soundtrack on YouTube, I wonder?
And you're gonna have to look at it.
I gotta look.
I've never. I mean, that's bad.
Yes, it's one of those. Do not expect it to be a good movie, but I think it's going to be totally worth watching because you're going to laugh at it so much. Of what the actual crap?
Hey, this is kind of topical too and interesting. Do you know that all the reporters that are in Brazil for that game tonight, Don? A lot of them use X. Guess what you can't use in Brazil?
Oh, yeah.
Well, not yet. I don't think it's banned yet, is it?
It's banned.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. How ironic is that? So do you think they'll let them use it?
That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
No, if it's
Yeah.
banned, how can they use it?
I was hearing some.
I wonder if they do like
commentary-
a mesh net over the whole country, like they do for like when they're trying to target a certain store or something like that.
Well, and I was hearing people worried that if Elon Musk was to travel down there, he'd be arrested. And because they're making it to where it's illegal for people in Brazil to use VPNs to access X.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, it isn't like he invented VPNs. That's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah,
My internet is sucky, so I can't tell. So sorry, folks, I can't tell you if that soundtrack is available. I'll be looking later, though. So I can't believe, Seinfeld used to be a show about nothing. We've gone almost an hour talking about such nonsense.
I know.
So
Typical.
I think we're going to wrap it up. So if you like Night of the Dead Chickens, Night of the Dead Chickens like we do, we're the place to be.
Yes, and it's awesome. You need to watch it. It's hilarious.
So for your buddy Eddie Buffalo, Donnie Lowe, and Sassy Sarah, next time we'll see you is Tuesday for Sarah's show. Tax tips. Are we talking about taxes on Tuesday, or have you decided what you're going to do, Sarah?
I still haven't decided. It's one of those. I come to whatever I think people need to hear, and it even comes from meetings that I have or conversations in my networking groups. So if you are interested in hearing about a specific topic, reach out to Eddie and he'll pass on the information.
Perfect.
All right, well, everybody have a nice weekend, and go Bells, go Jessica Pagula.
Go Jessica Pagula.
And go people that wear green.
That's right.
Woo-woo.
And ciao.
All right, guys. Take care.